Welcome back, everybody, to the Search Show 24/7, and this is Thor: The Dark World movie review. So let's get right into it. All right, guys, Thor: The Dark World, or Thor 2. We're back into Phase 2 of Marvel's, just huge, massive universe that's been doing very, very well. We kicked it off this summer with Iron Man 3. Mixed reviews by most people. I enjoyed it. I didn't enjoy it the most, but it was still good. I was more disappointed in certain things about Iron Man 3. But going into Thor 2, I was very, very hopeful for this movie because I didn't like the first Thor that much. It had parts of it that I liked, but the first one didn't really do it for me that much. I think the reason why I learned to appreciate it over the years more, but it didn't really do it for me. I think the reason why is because it was on Earth too much. You know what I mean? It was too much Earth stuff, not enough like Asgard or space stuff and stuff like that. So going into this movie, when I heard that guy who directs Game of Thrones or certain Game of Thrones episodes was going to be directing this movie, I was way more excited because I felt like they found somebody who knows how to treat this type of universe. Because Thor and Game of Thrones are kind of the same thing. Thor's just in space sometimes. You know what I mean? But kind of some of the same elements. So I was really super excited, and I'm a big Game of Thrones fan. So this movie didn't disappoint. Now, let me talk about some of the stuff I didn't like, and then I'll talk about the stuff I did like. Because it was a great movie, but it was certain things I did not like about this movie. Now, the first thing I did not like about this movie was it started off really slow. Um, Now, I know, like, in movies, like, sometimes it's going to start off slow, and it builds its way up. I get that. But this one started off, like, super slow to where I was like, ooh, I was just looking at my thing like, come on now, when is the good stuff gonna come? You know what I mean? And I think that has to do with just certain characters. You bring in Kat Dennings again, which I didn't like her that much in the first one. She was more tolerable in this one. But certain characters like her and her I guess assistant, I felt like they were very unuseful for this movie. I feel like you really didn't have to have them. I know they use them for like the comedy aspects, but if you take them out, Thor: The Dark World is still a pretty damn funny movie, and I think it does great humor in this movie. Just the stuff with Kat Dennings, I love her in Two Broke Girls and stuff like that, but I don't think this is her type of movie to be in for her kind of comedy. So like her, I didn't really, yeah, you know what I mean. Now, another thing I did not like was the whole same thing, the whole like Jane Foster type story. I don't know why. I know I know her story is very pivotal to the Thor movie, or just to his universe. But I feel like I don't want to see the only relationship I want to see in the Marvel universe is Tony and Pepper Potts, Tony Stark and Pepper Potts. That's the only relationship I care about. That's the only relationship that works in this universe for me. So I don't want to see Thor and his relationship problems and stuff like that. I don't want to see it. I don't know why. I just don't. Natalie Portman, like I said, just like Kat Dennings, I love her as an actress. She's good. I just don't want to see it. If you're not Thor and Pepper Potts, I don't want to see it. Basically, this movie has to do with these dark elves. They have like this power called the ether, and it ends up getting into Natalie Portman's body, so they're trying to get it from Natalie Portman, and that's when tragic events happen to where Thor has to um rely on his brother, ask help for his from his brother, which is Loki, and that's where the craziness and story really comes together. Now, that was just a little synopsis of what the movie's about, so people don't think like, oh, you just talked about what you like and what you didn't like. I just gave you a synopsis without any real spoilers. Now, the stuff I really liked, Chris Hemsworth as Thor. I mean, this is his third time around. he knows what he's doing. He looks good in it. Strong, powerful. He has that awkward type moments when he's on Earth with other people and stuff. I like it. He's very confident. He's really filled into this Thor character. So I really, really liked it. This is probably my favorite version of him out of the 3 times I've seen him. I really enjoyed it. Um, the way it's shot very beautifully. It's way more darker, hence Thor: The Dark World, but it's way more darker, and you can tell that somebody from Game of Thrones did it. For me, I saw like a few hints of Game of Thrones with like a certain funeral scene and like the fire and thing like that. If you've seen Game of Thrones, you know what I'm talking about. I kind of geeked out in the movie theaters when I saw that. Now, like I said, it's shot beautifully. It has a different tone. Like when I was watching this movie, and I watched this movie in IMAX. When I watched this movie, it didn't kind of feel like it was in the same universe for some reason. Maybe because it was way more cosmic. But I really enjoyed the way this movie looked and the whole technical aspects of it, the technology, the way people fought, the way people looked. It really, really caught my attention. So I really enjoyed it. But let's be honest. We come to this movie for really one thing. Tom Hiddleston as Loki. It just really, this movie really emphasized the fact that you really can't not have a Thor movie without him. And his chemistry with Thor is so well done. It's just amazing to see these two guys like go at it, be at odds with each other. But in this movie, they have to come together for the common cause because a very tragic thing happens that affects both of them, and you see them have to work together. And that's what I really like. Tom Hiddleston as Loki is by far probably my second favorite villain out of any superhero movie. We all know the Joker's probably first, but man, he's up there. He's getting up there, and you can tell that he really likes playing Loki, and I like watching him play it. And I really do appreciate the way he's brightened that character and made that character very relevant to other people. And man, I'm gonna tell you, probably my favorite scene in this movie is when this tragic event happens, and then Loki, you know, he can shapeshift and he can make illusions, and he's already in prison, and somebody goes to see him, or Thor goes to see him, and you see Loki's like blah blah blah, looking like nothing phases him, but it was an illusion, and Thor saw that illusion, and Thor knew that wasn't the real Loki. So Thor was like, "Yo, stop playing games." And then it cuts to the real Loki and just him in this, just messing up everything, and it was a great scene, and I really enjoyed it. Like you tell that Loki, for all the being a jerk and stuff that he does, it's one person he does care about, like truly care about, and I really enjoyed that scene. Overall, I thought this movie was fantastic. It was a step up from for me, it was a step up from the first Thor. Out of Phase 2 so far, this is my favorite movie out of Phase 2. I like this way more than Iron Man 3. It had great comedy without the cat dancing stuff. It was a great cameo. It's not really a spoiler, but it was a great cameo by certain Avengers that was played very well. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. So what did you guys think? So please like this video, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you thought. And as always, this is The Search Show 24/7. Be easy.